Hello. Here is a quick tutorial on getting your opxy's keys to work with M8 synth engines. I found XY's synths lacking in customizability, and this helps with M8's not so user-intuitive musical input, so hopefully this lets you be more expressive with your songs in the M8. So first let's talk about just hearing the synths through the keyboard. Let's turn it on. With opxy, we need to set the MIDI outs in the comm menu. And that's already set. And this is going out MIDI to in MIDI on the M8. And MIDI out is going into MIDI in. And this is basically just for the transport. So when I pause play, this sequence can play as well. So not only can I play live, I can have a sequence recorded and it'll play. So that's great. In the M8, we need to go into the project menu. So MIDI, settings. Here I set sync out to transport. Quick note I wanted to say about sync out. So I found that when it's clock or transport, it works, but then all the other settings, it seems to break the opxy, and then I don't get any sound from it, and I'd have to turn it off and turn it on again, and it'd have to be in sync, transport or clock to get it to work. And I find that transport works best for me because I can press pause and play on the M8s and it'll sync the sequence on the XY perfectly. So that's why I choose transport. And then I set the opxy's channel to 2, and you would just go into the secondary instruments and then into the number 3, which is MIDI, and I set that with this knob to channel 2. Then in the M8, we would see there's a channel 2 here, track MIDI input, and then I changed that to instrument 10. So we can go to here, we can select a phrase, and let's see, phrase 20. And then we select instrument 10 here. And here I have synth, and we should be able to hear it. And we do. If you don't hear it, it's not you, it's opxy. Turn it off, and then turn it on again. And more than likely, that was the issue. But yeah, you can play live. How great is that? Oh yeah, and it's monophonic. You can't play multiple unless it's unless you're gonna use more than one track. Like you're gonna have to have some tracks dedicated to however many fingers you're gonna use, which is a limitation, but you also have hypersynths to make multiple chords. For the simplicity, I just generally use the same numbers, like channel 8 on track 8 with instrument 8. And to customize the knobs here on the opxy, since instrument 10 is now controlled by the opxy and I want to change the amp here, I simply just hold down option. Also, you go to M2, 3, or 4, or 2 and 3, and hold on option. See, I have amp highlighted. It's assigned MIDI map. So now when I play, amp is controlled now by this knob, which is sick. And And yeah, you just change the CCs here so they're unique, different between all these. And you can just assign it with the option button. And also to change the CCs, you would just hold down shift and then move the knob. And under there, you'll see it'll be a different number. So in order to record a 4-bar phrase with your opxy to the M8, you would just have to make sure that in your settings, record note channel is set to 2, and yeah, instrument 10, all that's good. I have 4 empty bars here. I would just start and press play, go into the phrase here, and then once it loops back around, you can see that it's actually recording. And if you go to the other ones, okay, let's pause. Yeah, see, they're all uniquely horrible notes that I just randomly pressed. But it was all done live, and it seems particular with how it wants to record live. Like I would have to play it from song or chain, but either way, I need to go back into the phrase to see it recording on here. And then it'll just keep going down through the 4 bars, then come back, and then yeah, you could see that it's recording. For some reason, if I like stay out here, it doesn't record, or out here and it doesn't record. I need to press play out here or out here, then get into the phrase, then I can see it, and it actually saves, which is weird. I'm sure it's like a bug or something that hopefully they'll fix. And yeah, I think that's it. All right, bye.